Hey guys, it's Honeydew for me, aka Honeydew for me, and today I have the Nike HyperDunk 2016 performance review for you guys. The Nike HyperDunk is the line that everyone, or I'm not sure if everyone, but a lot of people anticipate because usually it's a great team shoe and it's a really good all-around shoe, but the HyperDunk last year, the HyperDunk 2015s, a lot of people had problems with it. So let's see if the HyperDunk 2016s are even better than last year's, and hopefully they are. So let's get straight into the disclaimer. So I'm 17 years old. I am 6'1". I weigh 190 pounds. I have a size 11.5 foot, and then my foot is semi-wide or kind of wide. And then my skill level is I play on the high school varsity basketball team. For my position, I play small forward, power forward, and center. And for the disclaimer, I'm testing the mid-top Nike HyperDunk 2016. So these are not the HyperDunk Elites or HyperDunk Low 2016s. So that's my disclaimer. Moving on to the tech overview, we have a herringbone traction pattern according to Nike, but I think it looks more like a Kyrie 2 traction pattern. I don't know if it's called herringbone, but that's what Nike says. The cushion is a Phylon midsole with zoom in the forefoot and the heel. The insole is a regular Ortholite insole. The materials are a Flywire with a textile and mesh upper with fuse on the toe box. The midfoot shank is the plastic window that houses the Nike zoom units, and the heel counter is a plastic or cardboard heel counter. There is a heel counter. And then these shoes retail for $140. So hope you guys enjoy the review. Alright, I think it's focusing. Okay, hey guys, I just got back hooping in the HyperDunk 2016s and I'm really excited to give you guys my final thoughts. So let's get right into it. Sorry, that was really weird and awkward. Sorry, please still watch the video. Starting out with the traction. Starting out strong. We have this like Nike Blade traction that kind of looks like the Kyrie 2. I don't know if that's the official like name of the traction. I don't know, but this works. Like this traction pattern does work. On clean courts, you're gonna be really good to go. You don't need to wipe. You're gonna be sticking like glue. On dusty courts, you're gonna have to wipe a little bit, but you're still gonna have pretty good traction. And then on outside courts, I think you're gonna be pretty good as well. The traction was just really, really good. I don't have really anything else to say about the traction. Moving on to the cushioning of the shoe, we have the Nike Zoom unit in the heel and the Nike Zoom unit in the forefoot. And as you can see, this window, I'll try to explain the cushioning system to the best of my ability. But basically, this is your foot. Directly underneath your foot, there's a Zoom unit right here, and these two Zoom units are pretty big. And there's a Zoom unit right here, and then underneath, usually in other models, there's like foam underneath the Zoom unit, but in this model, they took the foam out, so then that Zoom unit, when you press down on it, it'll compress even more into the shoe, and then hopefully bounce back up for this trampoline effect. But that's what Nike says it does. I don't know if it's like a trampoline or anything, but I can tell you it definitely felt good in this shoe. Like the cushioning was plush and like responsive at the same time, and I just like felt it was really, really good. The responsiveness was there and also the impact protection was there. It definitely felt different than regular Nike Zoom setups. That's all I can say. I don't know really how to describe it. It's like, it just was really comfortable. That's all I can say. Moving on to the materials. Okay, so I tried to explain the materials like 3 other times, but hopefully I'm gonna get this one right. But basically, the materials are like, there's 2 layers, okay? There's a mesh layer that's like hugging your foot, which is the first layer. And then on top of that, there's another layer that's like kind of like harder. It's like fuse and mesh, I guess. And it's a second layer on top of the first layer, okay? So basically, that is the case for probably, I'd say 75% of the shoe, but the other 25% of the shoe is just on the medial side, is just the first layer. So the medial part of the shoe only has 1 layer to your foot, so it's really soft, okay? So basically the materials were really good on the shoe. I didn't have any problems with it. If they felt pretty normal and basic, but I think they did a pretty good job executing it. The medial side was definitely a lot softer than the lateral side, and the lateral side definitely needed some time to break in. This ankle collar felt a little weird at first because it was kind of hard and like restrictive, but after a while, after you break them in, like I think they should be good. They're not as restrictive as before, and they're a little bit softer and more forgiving. So I think Nike also did a really good job on the materials. I think they're definitely better than the HyperDunk 2015's materials. Moving on to the fit of the shoe, these do run true to size, and the fit on the shoe was really good. At first they're a little bit tight, but after a while they start to break in, and they feel really good. Like, it might hurt a little bit if you have a wide foot. So like, I have a kind of wide foot, and for the first couple, I'd say the first hour, my foot was hurting, like from, I don't know if it was from the midsole or the material here, but it was only temporary. After a while it just went away and it felt really good. So the fit was good. Get your true size unless you have a really wide foot. Support of the shoe. So basically the base is really wide, so that's good. So you're not going to be you're going to be pretty stable on most movements. And then the heel lockdown was definitely there. So the support of the shoe was really good. And the material rigidness is also really good. It's not too soft where you're popping out the footbed and like going everywhere in the shoe. You're going to be perfectly supported in this shoe, whether you're a point guard or whether you're a center. So I think the support was really done well. Durability of the HyperDunk 2016s. Basically the upper and the cushioning were really durable. However, the traction, they used kind of like a softer rubber. So the rubber started to wear down after 2 or 3 hoop sessions outside. Some parts of my traction pattern are missing and some parts are already worn down. So I wouldn't recommend these as primarily an outdoor shoe unless you get this shoe for really cheap in like probably like next year you can get these for like 40 bucks. But yeah, the traction will wear down, but the cushioning was good. The cushioning is pretty durable and the upper is pretty durable. However, one thing to note is that since Nike puts these windows on the bottom of the shoe, sometimes you'll compress the zoom unit or the window so much, like you push down like hard enough that the window scrapes the floor. So if you do hoop in these outdoors, I'm not sure if you keep hooping in them and this keeps scratching the bottom, I'm not sure if this window will break. That's something that only time will tell, and it's kind of like at your own risk. So that's another thing to keep in mind for the durability of the HyperDunk 2016s. Overall, I think the HyperDunk 2016 is a really good model. I feel like high school teams and college teams are really gonna like this like line, because if you don't want such a high restricting collar, then you can just cut it and then you can get the lows, or if you just want this shoe, you can get the mids, or if you're a super explosive player, then you would be happy with the HyperDunk Elites, which have like the full length zoom and also the Flyknit upper. Like, I think the HyperDunk line was really well executed this year compared to last year's. Last year's wasn't as good. A lot of people had problems with them, but I could recommend this shoe to any position. And even if you don't like the mids, then you can go to the lows, you can go to the elite. Like, it's pretty versatile this year, and I think they did a really good job on it. Personally, for the value, these retail at $140, by the way. I wouldn't pick these up for $140, but that's just me. Like, I'm a student, so like I would probably wait for these to go on sale, probably around $80 and below. I think this would be a really good pickup. I think it's a really solid shoe. There's no major downfalls to the shoe. It's gonna give you what you need. Like, not necessarily give you more than what you expect, but it's not gonna like be below your expectations either. I think it's just gonna really get the job done, and it's gonna do it pretty comfortably. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up my HyperDunk 2016 performance review. Make sure you give a like if you liked the video, if you liked my weak dunks and 0-inch vertical. But yeah, so please leave a like and also subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, or like basketball videos I'm planning to do with my friends maybe. And I think that's pretty much. Oh, by the way, on the Adidas Crazy Light Boost 2016 lows, I have those now, but I'm not sure if I want to do a performance review on them because there's so many out already. So what I might do is I might return those and then get the D-Rose 7s when they come out. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about those, but I'll keep you guys updated and I'll keep posting videos and stuff. So make sure you subscribe and like this video. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.